Italy and France, September 6, 2024.
Laglag na, tuluyan na.
Bad weather in Milan, Seveso flooded by storm. Flooded roads and traffic disruptions. A storm is hitting Milan. Rain has flooded several city streets, while Seveso began to flood in the afternoon. Disruptions are also occurring in other areas of Lombardy. The flooding of the Seveso River has begun. This was made known by Milan security councillor Marco Granelli through a post on Facebook explaining that the rotating tank at around 2:30 p.m. today, Thursday, September 5th, is now full. This morning alone, in about 6 hours, 100 millimeters of rain fell in the western area of Milan. As the Civil Protection reports, the intense wave of bad weather that is also hitting Piedmont, Liguria and Val d'Aosta will continue. Also in the coming hours. In Lombardy, the orange warning is up until 3 a.m. In fact, the weather conditions will only improve starting tomorrow, Friday, September 6th. Water bombs in Milan, streets flooded by storm. 100 millimeters of rain fell. The rain has continued to pour on Milan since yesterday afternoon, Wednesday the 4th of September. In addition to the western regions, the central regions and the southern suburbs were the most affected with 60 millimeters, the northern suburbs and Lambrate with 45 millimeters. The streets were slightly flooded, in particular Viale Asonzo, but all the underpasses were still passable until the early hours of the morning. However, the water bombs that occurred at 09:30 increased calls to the fire brigade, with reports of cars blocked by water and overflowing manholes. As reported by firefighters, in the Via Silla underpass, in the Figino area, 4 cars had broken down due to the flooding. Firefighters from the Via Messina command are working to free the stranded people. Just as many cars are stuck in the Dionigi Basola underpass, in Viale Casale, while at the European Design Institute in Via Pompeo Leone, water pumps were activated to drain the water that entered the technical rooms in the basement. This weekend is expected to be turbulent in France, with several periods of thunderstorms that sometimes result in significant accumulations. This Friday, the areas from the Atlantic coast to the Périgord and Limousin will be the most affected. On Saturday, the rain will move from the southwest to the northeast, with significant accumulations in particular in the Cevennes. On Saturday, we will find thunderstorms from Occitanie to the center Val de Loire in the morning and shifting in the afternoon towards the Auvergne, Burgundy and southern Champagne. Accumulations often reach 10 to 20 millimeters, locally 20 to 40 millimeters. The Cevennes will be affected by the Cevennes episode, with significant accumulations of rain in the relief, possibly more than 100 millimeters or even locally 150 millimeters. Finally, the northwest, in particular Brittany, Lower Normandy and Pays de la Loire, will be affected by frequent, prolonged rainstorms and sometimes hail, associated with the coldest air at altitude reaching the region. Temperatures will rise quite significantly in the east tomorrow, with maximums of 27 to 30 degrees Celsius in the Grand Est to Paca. In Corsica, local temperatures could return to around 35 degrees Celsius in the afternoon. On Sunday, between the Provence-Alpes, Côte d'Azur and Corsica regions, rainstorms are expected, sometimes heavy. The Côte d'Azur coastline will also be affected by accumulations of up to 50 millimeters. Elsewhere in Paca, afternoon rainstorms are expected to bring very heterogeneous accumulations of up to 40 millimeters. Further north, the weather is autumnal, rainy and windy, and cooler, which should concern Brittany, Pays de la Loire, Normandy, Ile-de-France and Hauts-de-France, France.